Sip, good evening. Audio video test. Thank you, series Girishananda, Atmananda. We are today on a 30-minute talk on an interesting subject. How can enlightenment lead to eternal happiness? Uh, very basic subject, but I don't know how many of you, if some friends come and ask you, how can enlightenment lead to happiness? Enlightenment is to do with God, religion, spirituality. What are you talking? What is the connection? Sip Anna, Sip Jyoti, Sip Siri, Sip Siba, Sip Pik, Sip Atmanan, Sip Girishananda, Sip Samatma, Sip Atmanji, Ahem Sip, Sip Chotwani, Sip Krishna, Sip Bliko, Premchandji, Sip John Kurian, Sip Kumar. Sip Shiva, Lakshmi, Sip Shair, Bharati Amma, Sip Anand Sachin, Sip Rajendra Sagai, Sip Kamal, Anil, Sip Manisha and Brajesh, Sip Meenakshi, Deepatma, Sip Sanjay and Harshal and Sadanand, Sip Atmatray, Rekha, Sip Laveen and Sita, Sip Bliss and Das, Soha. Sip to all and welcome to this Friday evening. Chance of me being able to give you a small chat on a very interesting subject. How can enlightenment lead to eternal happiness? Honestly, if you tell somebody, oh, enlightenment, they say, don't tell me all these. I don't want too much Bhagwan and God. And enlightenment has nothing to do with God. Enlightenment has very little to do with God or Bhagwan. Enlightenment is a way to eternal happiness. So today, this is what we are going to be discussing today. What is the connection of enlightenment and happiness? What is the connection? People think, so people have told you, people think the moment they say enlightenment, they think Shastra, that a sannyasi and lambi dadi, long hair, vairagya, give up everything. Enlightenment is the third and ultimate peak of happiness. It is a lie to think of enlightenment only to do with religion and God. No. So then is enlightenment again entertainment? No, enlightenment is not entertainment. If some people think, अच्छा चलो मजा करेंगे, enlightenment थोड़ा मजा करेंगे, मजा नहीं, no, there's no मजा. Maja is pleasure. Enlightenment is far greater than maja. Maja, pleasure. Enlightenment is a state of eternal peace. Enlightenment is a state of everlasting happiness. Entertainment is pleasure. That's the first P in happiness. Enlightenment is the third P in happiness. Happiness in enlightenment has three P's. You must be knowing it by now. Those of you who come on Instagram every day at 7. True happiness has three peaks. True life, happiness has three peaks: achievement, fulfillment, enlightenment. I was on the journey of 25 years achievement, then more than 5 years fulfillment. Then I went for 2 years tarash. And then last 10 years, I am on the peak of enlightenment. One day I went to one very big influencer in India. Very big. Big means like the topmost, highest influencer of India, the best, like that. He leaned forward like this. He said, "Are you enlightened?" So I said, "I am awakened." What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Enlightenment? No. How can anybody say I'm enlightened? I said, I never told you, asked me. I never told I'm enlightened. I never told you. You are asking me. So I tell all of you, you can be enlightened 100%. Not 99%. I tell you, you can be enlightened 100%. Because enlightenment is going from pleasure to peace to purpose. Why can't you attain that? So in enlightenment, what do we learn? We learn to go from pleasure to peace. Peace is the foundation of happiness. Peace you don't have to find, it is within, still the mind. In enlightenment, we talk about the mind, a mind you cannot find. We talk about the ego. Enlightenment is about realizing, yesterday what we spoke, BEM, body, ego, and mind. Liberation from the triple suffering, pain of the body, misery of the mind, agony of the ego. This is enlightenment. Enlightenment is different from achievement. Most people, they are running a race. They want to be an ace. They are caught in this chase. This is a maze. Enlightenment is living with grace. How do you live with grace? Achievement is only temporary happiness. It comes and goes. But people who are achievers, they become unhappy. They are unfortunately happy only for the moment. The second peak. So what's the first peak of life? Achievement. The second peak of life is fulfillment. Some people are lucky. They take exit from the highway of achievement. I did it for 5 years. I shut down my business and I was around enjoying. Finland, Switzerland, Greenland, Motherland, New Zealand, all land. There, this land, that land, all land. Huh? But then after 5 years, I went on Talash. When I was in those 5 years, I was enjoying fulfillment, contentment. But there was no ultimate happiness. So I went on a peak. I went on a Talash to find the third peak. I did not know what is the third peak. Shuma, just I went searching. What is this after achievement, 25 years, fulfillment? Now what? Then I found that peak. That peak I call enlightenment. Before I didn't know the meaning. What is enlightenment? I didn't know the meaning. Freedom from the seven miseries of the mind. Freedom of from the seven monsters of the ego. Freedom from suffering of the body that suffers pain. So we have to go further and further and further. I love this story of that one woodcutter. Have you told the story of the woodcutter? But woodcutter was cutting wood. And when Swami came, he said, Swami, Namaste, Swami. Namaste, Swami. Will you please help me? He said, yes, Swami told, yes, how can I help you? Please tell me, I am dying all day, cutting wood, cutting wood, cutting wood, cutting wood, cutting wood. I am cutting wood. I am selling the firewood. I am barely able to survive. What the saint told him? The saint told him, you go just 1 kilometer forward. Instead of cutting firewood, you can cut sandalwood. So the same wood he was cutting, he was able to sell for much more money. And he stopped crying. This man, the woodcutter, stopped crying. Then again that Swami came. I told Swami, you gave good idea, Swami. Dhanyavad, come have lunch with me. He made the Swami eat nice lunch. Swami is laughing. He's giving him lunch. He's bribing him. Come on, I'll give you lunch. Then he asked the Swami, any other ideas that I want more money? Swami told you go another few kilometers. Now he had a bike. He had a whatever bike at that time. So go few more kilometers. There's a gold mine. You can mine gold. You'll become a rich man. So after some time, the Swami came back. This man had become a very, very rich man. He told Swami, you are the cause of my happiness, my riches. Then the Swami told him how to get diamonds. Like that it went on. Till one day, this man asked the Swami, you taught me to go from firewood to sandalwood, from sandalwood to gold to diamonds. How come you are not gone to achieve these diamonds? You know it is. You can get a diamond. How come you did not go? The Swami, what did he say? Because I found something which is more precious than diamonds. I found something more precious than diamonds. And the man is wondering what that is. You know what it is, right? What did I find? I found something more precious than success and achievement. I found something more precious than fulfillment. I found enlightenment. So what do I give you all? I don't come here. Somebody comes and tells me how to make money. I say, don't ask me this silly question. I'm not here to teach you how to make money. I will tell you how to reach the ultimate peak of happiness. So, my dear friends, this is where we are. We are in that state where we don't realize that much more how this firewood touching, we are just existing. Little also we don't understand that one day we will die. One day we will die, we will be gone, and we will be reborn. And this will go on and on and on. When will we realize the truth? What is this life all about? Why did I come to earth? Why did I get this human birth? When are you going to reach that state? This state of realization is very, very important. Just like that, who's this fellow? The woodcutter. He asked the Swami, "You're showing me how to get diamonds and gold. Why you are not getting?" Look at what the Swami says. The Swami says, "I found something more precious. I found something more precious." What does enlightenment do, my dear friends? Enlightenment, what does it do, my friends? Those who have not tasted enlightenment, they have not sipped, no sip on the lip. They have not tasted enlightenment. It gives a liberation from the triple suffering. It gives awakening about the truth of life. What? I am the divine soul. I am sip. It gives us eternal peace, divine love, everlasting bliss. I did not know the meaning of divine love. Did I know the meaning of divine love? Did I know the meaning of peace? I was in pieces. Did I know the meaning of bliss? I only knew the meaning of pleasure. So, my dear friends, how can enlightenment liberate us from triple suffering? We overcome ignorance. We realize the truth. I am soul. Soul is sip. I am sip. Can there be anything greater? Can there be anything greater than you realizing you are God? God is sip, supreme immortal power. So recently I was writing one song. I don't know if I told you all this song. Not a very old song. One of the new songs. It says, "सत्य के चित में जो रहता है, आनंदा में वो, खुशी के पीछे ना भागता है जो, आनंदा में वो, संसार मिथ्य है सच तो ये नहीं, कुछ भी तो अपनाना, सब छोड़ जाना यही, शांति से सुख मैं पाऊं." People don't understand. Nothing is mine. Nobody is mine. I have to leave everything and go. This is just a show. When will we realize it? When will we realize? दुनिया तो ये एक लीला है, जो भी आता वो जाता, सच का एहसास जो करता है, आत्मा वो है, आनंदा में जीता है, सुख शांति पाए वो. Who attains eternal happiness? Who attains eternal happiness? The one who understands the meaning. You know what is happiness equal to? Have I told you? Who knows? A minus B. Have I told? What is A minus B? Have I told? No. Come on. Everybody watch podcasts. You don't remember A minus B. Happiness. Your happiness is equal to your A, happiness, minus B, unhappiness. If you have got 10 happiness and 5 unhappiness, what's your net score? If you got 10 happiness and 5 unhappiness, what's your net score? 10 minus 5, 5. If you have got 6 happiness, 0 unhappiness, what's your net score? 6. So if you have a lot of happiness, but pain of the body, misery of the mind, agony of the ego, gaya, happiness is gone down the drain like rain. So enlightenment creates happiness because it removes B. It removes unhappiness. It removes B. I love this story. It's my favorite story. It's called Chai story. Have I told you about Chai story? Adrak wali chai. Some people without adrak wali chai, they cannot sleep. They must have adrak wali chai before sleeping. Huh? What is the adrak wali chai story? Have I told you? The chai story is I'm having chai. I'm having chai when makhi comes. Makhi. Makhi comes to have one sip. That's what the makhi does when I'm watching some YouTube or something. Makhi comes, one dipki, one small dipki, pluck, one sip and gone. Then the makhi says, "This adrak wali chai is too good. This adrak wali chai, I want some more." Huh? Then it comes again, makhi, and sits in the mug and starts to sip, 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 sip makhi. Then in few minutes the wings get stuck in the sweet chai. And some people they like meetha chai. Nice adrak wali, strong kadak meetha chai. So the makhi gets stuck, the fly gets stuck to the tea. People who are wanting pleasure, they are going on sinking in the pleasure. They sink in samsara. Therefore, what we have to do, we have to eliminate all misery. Enlightenment teaches us not to sink in this samsara, not to become miserable, not to become unhappy. It is unfortunate that we don't learn the art of eternal happiness, which comes from enlightenment. Because enlightenment makes us retain our happiness. Many people, they always tell me, I'm in bad mood. I say, you are in bad mood because you do not choose your mood. Always don't forget to choose your food and your mood. Always you must learn to choose your food and your mood. Don't say, I'm in bad mood. Enlightenment creates eternal bliss. Sat Chit Anand. Sat Chit Anand means what? What is Sat Chit Anand? Huh? सत्य का चित आनंदा है सच्चिदानंदा सच्चिदानंदा एहसास जो सच का करता है चित में रहता आनंदा पाता कभी भी वो ना है डरता कभी वो दुखी ना होता मिथ्य को दूर वो करता आनंदा पाता सच्चिदानंदा सत्य का चित आनंदा है. Have you heard this song? Have I told you? जो भी जीता है वो दुखी तो होता है कोई भी दुख से ना बचता संसार ये लीला है जो भी यहाँ आता है उसको तो दुख है सहना पर जो इससे मुक्त होता है सच का एहसास जो करता है दुख से वो मुक्ति पाता A minus B पुनर्जन्म वो ना लेता प्रभु से वो एक हो जाता. My dear friends, how can you reach that state? How can you reach that state of Satchit Anand? Enlightenment. Enlightenment. How does enlightenment lead to happiness? It creates eternal peace. It teaches us divine love and makes us experience seamless bliss. Seamless, no stitch, no cut. Divine love, no heartache and no heartbreak. People don't understand the meaning of love. They think love means you must get love. Love is not getting love. Love is loving. When you love, you experience happiness. But most of us, we are beggars. We are waiting to be loved. Therefore, we are unhappy. Enlightenment reveals Leela and Maya. People who are enlightened, they know this world is only a Leela, a show. This world is only Maya, illusion, manifestation. Therefore, enlightened person, what does he say? Arey, chodo hai. Chodo hai. Huh? Nothing matters. For enlightened person, chalta hai. It's okay. Kesara sara. Whatever will be, will be. An enlightened person lives a carefree life. He knows when I go from this world, खाली हाथ आया है खाली हाथ जाना है जान कर भी अनजाना. We know that even Alexander the Great, when he left from this world, what he took with him? Nothing. Enlightened person understands. He understands, give as you live. He sees sip in all, loves sip in all, serves sip in all. My dear friends, enlightenment leads us to acceptance and surrender. How many things I've told you today? How many things I've told you? All these things. Enlightenment, achievement, fulfillment, enlightenment, pleasure, peace, purpose, Leela, Maya, Satchidananda, acceptance, surrender. Enlightenment teaches you all these things. Enlightenment makes a person awakened. Both. When you become awakened, you accept. Hi, why you accept? Everything is karma. There is no trauma. Enjoy the drama. I do my best. I surrender the rest. Huh? What the enlightened person says, छोड़ो, leave it. छोड़ के छोड़ के सारी दुनिया मैं तेरे लिए मैं जीता हूं तो बस तुझे पाने के लिए कुछ भी चाहता नहीं मैं इस संसार से तू मिला तो बहुत जिंदगी के लिए छोड़ के छोड़ के. So this is enlightenment, divine love, divine love, prema yoga. What is prema yoga? हाँ? प्रभु के प्यार में ऐसा एक नशा है. That nasha, that joy, that bliss, that ecstasy comes with enlightenment. Enlightenment overcomes fear of death. People are crying, oh, I will die. Enlightened person knows I am not I will never die. Enlightened person has lot of benefit. What does enlightenment person say? He says, मौत की सच्चाई क्या है? हम कभी ना मरते हैं. हम तो इस शरीर से मुक्त होते हैं. जब ये तन मरता है, हम तो अमर आत्मा है. आत्मा कभी ना मरती है. एहसास जब होता है, हम तन मन ना संसार से मुक्त होते हैं. मौत की सच्चाई क्या है? What is the reality of death? मौत की सच्चाई क्या है? सच है हर कोई मरता है. जो भी आता वो जाता है. पर तो हम अमर, वो है आत्मा. हमारी मृत्यु ना होती है. जो सत्य का एहसास करता है, वो तो प्रभु को पाता है. मौत पे प्रभु से एक हो जाता है. My dear friends, if you are enlightened, you overcome the fear of death. If you are enlightened, you overcome the 7 miseries of the mind: fear, worry, stress, anxiety, regret, shame, and guilt. When you're enlightened, you overcome the 7 monsters of the ego: anger, hate, revenge, jealousy, pride, greed, and selfishness. How many people can tell me all enlightened points? Can you tell me? Many of you have noted? Many have noted in the notebook or in the head. All this is eternal bliss. All this is enlightenment that gives eternal happiness. Therefore, my dear friends, enlightenment is the way to eternal happiness. It is living in truth consciousness. It is enjoying pleasure as a prasadam, enjoying peace when you still the mind, discovering purpose when you find out who am I. Very, very important. I love this story. I don't know how many of you remember it. I always love to tell this story. What? President was coming to the jail. Just like American president, everybody is saying he has given pardon to his son. Biden has given pardon to Hunter Biden. I heard some news. So this president was coming to the jail, and the jailer called everybody. And Atmanand, you heard the story. The jailer called everybody and said, President's birthday, whatever you want to ask, you can ask. So one person told President, sir, I don't have fan. Give me fan. President told, fan. Next cell, the man told, sir, I got fan. I don't want fan. I want AC. President told AC. One person said, I don't have Dunlop mattress. I want good Dunlop mattress. President told mattress. One person said, I don't have a fridge in my, don't have fridge to keep water cold, very hot water. The president told, as president was going, one president had not asked. The president asked, why you don't want anything? He said, I will ask last. What you last? Finished president. He asked, what you want? He said, I want to be out of the jail. I want to go free. I want to go out. I will get all these. See, my dear friends, we are asking Prabhu what? Paisa do, bibi do, bacha do. Huh? Paisa do, bibi do, bacha. Then we become dukhi. We become dukhi. Na bibi, na bacha, na baap bada, na bhaiya. The whole thing is that कि भैया सबसे बड़ा रुपया. Huh? So what we are looking for? Somebody asked me what you want. Yeah, I just want this. One this much enough. That's all. This much. And they show in style like this. They show in style like this. I want Isa. Na bibi na bacha. Na baap bada na bhaiya. The whole thing is that कि भैया. No. The jailer, that prisoner told, I want freedom. I want freedom. I want mukti. I want. We are not asking Prabhu. I want moksha. We are suffering in this world, my dear friends. Enlightenment. Enlightenment makes you realize the eternal happiness, highest happiness, not this bhel puri and masala dosa and this perfume, huh? Ralph Lauren, romance perfume. No, not this perfume. Calvin Klein, Gucci. Enlightenment. Enlightenment without which you will die, you will cry, you will live without finding out who am I. Enlightenment is realizing I am the soul, immortal soul. I will never die. I will not return to earth in a rebirth. If you want to be happy, seek enlightenment. Happiness will follow you. All happy people are not enlightened, but all enlightened people are happy. All happy people are not enlightened. Quote from the book. But all enlightened people are happy. You too can choose to be happy. For happiness is a choice, but only the wise, only the enlightened people who are wise, they prioritize and they attain. Next week, what are we speaking about? Next week, Yastibam. Next week, we are speaking on Yastibam. Yastibam. What is Yastibam? I am soul trapped in body, ego, mind. Or I am SIP, transcendent ignorance of body, ego, and mind. So, my dear friends, we have few seconds for you to stretch. We are going to be now starting Ask AiR. So, you have any questions on happiness, on life, on eternal bliss, on enlightenment, on God, any questions? We will start in 30 seconds. So, who is starting? Atman and Mehak, welcome back. And Sacred Drew.
Good evening, Guruji.
Yes, good evening.
Guruji, I have a question that can a person be completely free from mind, like 100%?
Free from mind.
Yes.
Yes, 100% can.
But then, like, for example, you are free from mind, then how do you get the thoughts? Like what you're speaking right now might
You
be your
didn't.
thought, right?
You asked me free from mind or free from thought. You asked me a different question.
But the mind generates the thoughts, right?
No, no.
Then,
One can be free from mind. One cannot be free from thought.
hmm. Okay.
Thought is only one thought. Mind is a bundle of 50 toxic thoughts. You can still the mind, you can kill the mind, you can destroy the toxic thoughts of the mind. But whoever is alive cannot stop thinking. Thinking is not mind.
Okay.
Thinking can happen in consciousness, thinking can happen with intellect. Got it? You
Okay.
understood?
Yes. One more question I had.
Yes.
So you said like a person can be free from karma when he or she accept things that the karma is not of her or his. So
Realizes.
after that, yeah, realizes after that, like whatever action that person performs, like every second is based on the karma, right? If like for example my karma is good, then the fan might not fall on me right now. But then if I realize that the karma is not mine and I reach that state of like nothing, not karma does not belong to me, then how is every second guided? But like, who is controlling that every second of my life?
You're mixing 2 points. When I realize that I am not body, mind, and ego, I don't have any karma. Agreed?
Yes.
When I realize I don't have any karma, but I'm still doing karma or I'm not doing karma.
If you're doing the work, it's karma, right?
Yeah, it's doing, but I am not doing for myself. I'm doing for SIP. Then whose karma it is?
Sips karma.
Ah, I don't have a karma account. I've closed my karma account. So any karma I'm doing goes to whose account?
Sips account.
SIP's account. Okay. Now, but I'm still alive.
Hmm.
Something is happening to me,
Right.
but it's happening to whom?
Sip.
No, happening to this body and the mind.
Okay.
But I'm not the body and the mind.
Oh,
So it's not happening to me.
so it's the karma of the body and the mind still going on, but the soul it's not there.
If I am the soul, I have no karma. I am free from karma. I'm free.
Okay, got it. Thank
Got
you.
it? Good, Mehak. Well, you're smart girl. Sacred rule.
Yeah, Shivoham Guruji.
Shivoham.
So the thing that we learned yesterday, the formula, like I tried to practice it early morning without touching the phone, but that word trapped, like, made me feel very sad. Like I felt suffocated. That if I have to repeat that, supposing it's a realization, right? So it's like if I have to repeat it for quite some time, it brings an impact of like a sad feeling that I'm trapped. But when I
So
try
don't,
to do the
so
other
don't,
word that you said, I'm
yeah,
transcending. Yeah,
yeah,
that made me feel more like a happy feeling.
yeah, do that.
Yeah,
But doing that means you should be out of the trap. You can say
yeah,
that, you can say, I am SIP,
yeah,
IAS, I am SIP, transcending ignorance of body, ego, mind. I am
yeah,
SIP. Yeah.
yeah,
So you can use that, you can use this or that, whichever mantra you're happy, comfortable with.
yeah. And then second thing I wanted to ask you, like, is it that everything if we are SIP, we can't have things happening the way we want, right? It's still destiny, right? That works upon.
The moment you say if we are SIP, then it's destiny. The moment you are
Okay,
saying if we are SIP, that means you are
okay,
not SIP.
okay. Sorry. So as SIP, can
Yeah.
things work the way we want?
As SIP, then you know that as SIP, you come to realize everything is unfolding as per drama, Leela.
Yeah.
Let it happen.
So it's
If
more
you are
about
SIP,
acceptance.
yeah, if you are SIP, then you surrender completely. If you don't surrender, you are not SIP. Who has
Yeah.
surrendered? Who has surrendered completely? Who has surrendered? Who?
Yeah. Yeah. The soul. I mean,
The one who is SIP. The one who has
yeah.
becomes ISIS. I am
Yeah.
soul, soul is SIP. I am SIP. SIP is in all. I have surrendered completely. If I have
Hmm.
not surrendered, that means what?
Then you are
You're clinging.
agitated.
You're clinging to BEM. BEM clinging. Body,
Hmm.
ego, mind.
Yeah. But when there's a routine, how to make this feel beautiful when there's a routine of a drama, like say if you're a housewife or if you're whatever, there's a routine expectancy of a normal. It's like you feel you're wasting your life,
Ah,
sometimes.
good. Good. You feel you're wasting your life. Some people don't feel. Some people are wasting their life, but they don't feel they're wasting their life.
No, it's
At least if you feel you're wasting, at least you've crossed one step.
yeah. What is this drama you're worried about cleaning this, cleaning that, this drawer and this khana?
No.
It's like I think life should be so much more evolving, right? Like how do you
Yeah.
evolve?
So first of all, if you were smart enough, you would put some maid to do the work that a maid should do, and you will increase your own self-respect. You
Yes.
will you will be in a position where you don't have to do ayaka kam. maid
Yeah,
ka kaam because
I have my mates.
no, I'm
Suppose.
just saying, yeah, please
Yeah, but
understand what
how
I'm
do you
saying.
make it evolving? How do you make your life, like say 24 hours? It now, how do you really make it profound and evolving?
Can Narendra Modi come and sweep our floor?
No.
Why? He has no time. No, he's the prime minister. No.
Yeah.
So like that, if you become very, very valuable, then will you do will faltu come? Will you do faltu jobs?
No.
If you don't have important work, then you do all the faltu jobs, cut vegetables, wash the vessel.
Hmm. Hmm.
But if you have an important job to do, if you have evolved to a higher level,
Yeah.
then you won't do.
But that evolvement is also a gift of God for
No,
24/7
no.
now.
It is your self evolvement. You evolve. You raise
Okay.
your level. You raise. You push yourself up to a point where you refuse to do what is not necessary for you to do. Not out of ego, but out of transcending. You transcend. I'm not teaching you to have an ego.
Yeah. So what
But
are the beautiful, like you're saying to live in yoga and like do everything in the form of yoga? Give us some nice homeworks that we can make it really amazing, like okay, evolving, like say supposing I love singing, so I go for singing classes. Okay, I can sing good bhajans. That's evolving. Like simple things. If you could give us
I didn't
some,
say I didn't say that singing bhajan is evolving. I didn't say that.
but it's at least
If you want to do the best thing in your life, I have told you what is the best thing to do in your life.
seva.
Hand over your life to SIP. Hand over
Okay,
your life to SIP and tell SIP, I
automatic.
am your instrument.
Hmm.
This is the highest evolved thing somebody can do. This is what I am doing. I tell
Hmm.
SIP, तुम ही सब कुछ जानत प्रीतम तेरी इच्छा पूरत हो. Oh SIP, I am handing over my life to you. You
Hmm.
lead me on.
So then
I
automatically,
don't, yeah, you don't say, I want to sing, I want to dance, I want to cook, I want to do this. No.
okay,
You surrender your life to SIP.
okay,
When you surrender your life to SIP, what happens?
then everything is performed to that will.
When you surrender your life to SIP, what happens?
You said you become a tool.
You become
Okay,
SIP. You
and
become
then
SIP. And then you SIP makes you do what SIP wants to do.
okay,
What am I doing today?
beautiful work. Like you're doing
Is it because I want
amazing.
to do? Is it because I want to do?
But you've sacrificed so much. I'm not able to sacrifice. I
Yeah,
still
because
eat non-veg. I still,
you're clinging to pleasure, you're clinging to samsara, you're
yeah.
clinging to the first peak of happiness. That's why you're not experiencing that ultimate happiness. What I spoke today. You are in the kindergarten of happiness. You have not reached the university of happiness.
Mm,
You have to follow what we speak in this call. You have to follow.
mm,
So you're asking me for homework. Homework is that. Make people realize how many people around you, sacred Drew, how many people around you and realize they see God inside them. Any
I
1%
see
feel.
two people come here, three people come here. One is my cousin Priya from Bali. Another one, Bindu, started coming. And there's a cousin of mine. She's Pooja from Bombay. They all keep coming. So I
On the
do
call.
talk to them. Yeah.
Very good. This is see, if you can make 1% awaken in your life, you have achieved too much.
Mm,
So for me, my point is we all have to surrender to SIP.
mm,
I should go. I destroy the I.
mm.
What do I say? I am not I. I
Yeah.
started with nothing, became something, achieved everything, only to realize I am nothing.
Gee.
So follow this, then you will get to the top. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Atmanand Anna Meenakshi. Atmanand Anna Meenakshi.
Shivam Guruji,
Shubham.
yeah, maybe a slightly long question, but so we have understood that our life is fully based on our own karma, right? So everything that is happening to me is based on twin karma, either something that I have done in the past or I am doing it now. Okay, and we have also talked about this point of magic where the G stands for grace of God and guidance of Guru. Okay, so the guidance of Guru part of it, I get it. Like I think in your case also, You were telling you wanted to open a Disneyland. That thought came to you. Looks like you also went ahead, bought some land, but your guru guided you to shut it down. But you took the action to shut it down, and hence, whatever you got the right outcome, or what you have achieved, what you have achieved. So you took an action, so the karma became positive, and you saw the impact. How does the role of grace work? Grace works means it is telling that, I can get something without doing an action, or my understanding of grace is not correct. What is the meaning of
Grace
grace and blessings is what I'm trying to
at,
understand.
at the first level, grace is like sunshine. Sunshine is on the whole world at the first point. But
Hmm.
when your love for God becomes mumukshutva, when your deep love and longing for God becomes stronger and stronger and stronger, it is like you are going closer to God and closer to God and closer to God. God is not coming closer to you, but you are going closer to God. As you keep going closer and closer and closer towards the sun, sunshine will be same or it will increase.
It will increase.
That's how. So grace means how much are you having mumukshutva? How much is that deep love and yearning and longing for God? That will increase the grace. I always see my
So,
how did I get prema yoga? You know the song. I said, "Hai ye आस्था मुकम्मल तुम ही हो जीवन में मेरे और कुछ नहीं हो." So that one more song. I don't have long time. I've not told you all this song. Girish, you know this song? You know this song? Most loved prema yoga song, the most beautiful song. It says, मेरे दिल में प्रभु ऐसा करो बस जाओ ऐसे जगह ना छोड़ो ढूंढूं दिल में बस तू ही तू देखूं कोई और हो ये तमन्ना ना हो मेरे दिल में तू हो और कुछ नहीं हो सांस सांस में प्रभु तुम बस तुम ही हो ऐसा हो जाए तो जीवन सफल हो fill me. What's the meaning of fill me? Fill me completely. Fill me so deeply. Fill me so entirely. Fill me that there's no space for anything else. Fill me.
yeah, so essentially the way I understand is, even though we call it God's grace, it is really our mumukshatva, our earnings, that is
Our
high. So
mumukshutva increases the grace of God.
understood. So then, can you explain what is the role of blessing? So sometimes we say, hey, you take guru's blessing or elder's blessing, that will
Same
change your
thing.
karma.
Same. Okay, I'm asking. Suppose there are 75, 80, or 100 of you in this call.
Hmm.
If two of you are more connected to me, talk to me more, interact with me more, ask me more, then who will get more blessing?
No, but I think I am coming from the point that there is no blessing, right? Because anything that is
There's
happening
no
is my own
blessing.
karma.
There's no
Huh.
blessing. It is basically your own interaction. It is your own seeking. It is your own longing. Automatic blessing is
Understood.
a reaction. Blessing is not some magical thing that happens. It is either a reaction of your present karma or a reaction of your past karma.
Understood. And you also say, right, Apo Deepo Bhava. So essentially, a guru can guide you, but essentially, you have to light it yourself, right? Is that understanding correct?
You were not there in the call where out of 100 people, 50, I asked, can the guru enlighten you? Were you there on that call?
Maybe
50
I
people
don't
on the call,
recollect it now.
50 people on the call said, how can Guru enlighten you? Guru cannot enlighten you. And 50 people in the call said, Guru,
Yeah, I think you said if you think Guru can enlighten, he can enlighten. If you think he cannot enlighten, he can't enlighten. I think that's what we concluded, I think. Suddenly
yeah,
that thought came. Is that correct?
absolutely.
Understood. I got it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Anna Meenakshi.
Guruji,
Yes, Anna.
I bow
Namaskar.
down to you.
Namaste, bolo.
See, today you are told regarding enlightenment. I want to say 3 points.
Yeah.
non-dependency of ours will lead us to enlightenment.
Non-dependency on what?
Or the essence, non-dependence of anything,
Okay.
that will lead
Means,
to enlightenment.
yeah. Okay.
And if we live a life without compliance, judgment, and compassion, with compassion, we can reach enlightenment.
Okay.
Okay. Then, when we seek truth and trust in God, see, we will surrender to God means we can get ourselves liberated and reach the destination of enlightenment.
So, Anna, what you say is not wrong. But what you say is not a 3-point formula for enlightenment.
Not 3 point. It is whatever it has come to me, I told you.
You know the scripture, in the scripture, what they tell you, know, in the scripture, how to get enlightenment. Do you know that?
No, I don't know.
In the scripture, they say there are 4 doors to enlightenment. What are the 4 doors? Vivek, Vairagya, Shat Shampat, Mumukshutva. The 4 doors: discrimination, dispassion, discipline, and desire for the divine. The scripture gives 4 doors. You have to pass these 4 doors. And you cannot pass these 4 doors without the grace of Guru.
That is it. Without
And you cannot reach enlightenment without the bhakti of worship.
Yes.
So therefore, if somebody asks you what is the way to enlightenment, you know what's the answer? You don't know the answer because you are not there in that time. Many people here will tell you answer is magic. Magic. Mumukshutva, ask, GGGG, intelligence over ignorance and consciousness. So we have done so many courses. We have done many courses to enlightenment. 8 stages of spiritual awakening. So, Mumukshu, Jigyasu, Jnani, Yogi, Buddha, Sthit Pragya, Jivan Mukta, Sachidanand Atma. So you should become completely thorough in this. Sacred Drew was asking me what I should do. Sacred Drew, you know all these things? You should become a master in all these subjects. If you want enlightenment, you should be able to spend your time, instead of washing dishes, you should memorize these things. Instead of cutting vegetables, you should memorize, so that you can memorize not for me, but memorize to help people. What are the 4 doors? You should know by heart. What are the 19 secrets to happiness? You should know by heart. If you cut vegetables, how does it matter whether you cut vegetable or the servant will cut vegetables? But if you can enlighten people, that means you are evolving, you are growing in the journey. Make better use of your human birth. God has sent you to earth. You are not an ordinary creature. You are a special creature. You are a divine being. You need to realize that.
Yes.
Okay, and anything else?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Meenakshi.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam.
Sir, I want to ask, like, till how much extent the telling a lie is okay? Like, if I am telling a lie in my office, ki I am not well and I need a break for the day or for 2 days, 3 days, to just uh, to just be more in the yoga and all. So how is it okay or not? Like, I should or I should not?
No, why should you can take leave from your office and
No,
they will cut your salary? No, why should you have to tell lie?
no, there is no thing like that ki salary deduct hoga and all. But sometimes we cannot say ki no, I just want leaves for the day break or for
You
myself.
can say I am unwell. My mind is not well. I'm coming and being meditation. So what is wrong in that?
So
You don't have
that
to
is
give a. You don't have to say I have my kidney has failed, and you don't have to increase your. No, you don't have to say. You don't have to
not.
say something for personal
Ha,
for personal health reasons. I want a holiday. That's all. For personal health reason, you nobody will demand to answer what.
and sometimes in family also we say ki I have office calls, but I'm taking this call like a spiritual call, or I'm doing the things which I like, ki meditation and all, and I'm telling in my family ki no, I'm in the office call and all. So is that
Anything, anything that you do for a higher purpose is not wrong.
uh,
Anything you do for a higher reason, for a higher purpose. It is only an act of sin if it is lower, which lowers you. If you are doing some act which is elevating you, evolving you, act is a beautiful act. It is a divine act which is to do with SIP, an act of God. It cannot be a sin. Sometimes we do some things, those things are good because it's for God, it's for in the overall interest of SIP. How can it be wrong? Because it's in the overall interest of SIP. We are doing it.
Got it, sir. So one more thing.
Yeah.
Like for my personal example, my husband has started to smoke cigarette. Okay. Now I am not liking it. And I am like, I know that is not good for his health, obviously, and he also knows. But and I want to control this. I because I'm attached to him, obviously. So I don't know even the discussion becomes so, at so much level ki arguments happen.
No
So
need.
what should
Tell him from today I'm also smoking. Tell him you're smoking from today. You smoke 1 cigarette, I'll smoke 5 cigarettes. Let something happen to the baby. I don't care.
I tried? I said to him ki I'm leaving the house and all. The argument was like on so much high level ki.
No, see, finally you have to be in consciousness. His
Hmm.
smoking is his karma. You don't lose your don't go to mind state. First point. You do all drama, whichever drama you can to bring him back to level. Am I asking you to smoke? I'm just saying you light a cigarette.
Hmm.
You light a cigarette
Hmm.
in your hand and keep it here. Then okay, I'm okay. You smoke 1 cigarette, I'll smoke 2 cigarettes. See what works. But
Okay.
be calm. You can't stop anybody from their karma. You
But
can try.
he
You
started
can.
he started
Huh?
to hide things from me. Like
He'll
he
say you're. He says you're. If you're doing spiritual things, I don't like. So I'll also do something which you don't like.
maybe
The more,
that way
the
I
more, the more you react, the more it's going to be wrong. The best thing is to tell him, okay, you are going to fall sick. Your kidney is going to go. Your lungs are going to go. Congratulations. Fine. If you like to do it, you're intelligent. Do it. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. You must try to inspire them to change on their own will or their own well-being. And there can be no better solution than love.
you always say this, but I'm not able to find in this situation ki how can I loving at the same time and how can I stop him to do all these things?
Love is the answer. Lovingly say, I'll smoke. Lovingly say something. Lovingly do it lovingly. Because love can move mountains. With love, what can be achieved, nothing else can achieve it. That love is the magic.
Okay, sir.
And relax. Nothing is going to happen.
I don't know, but he's earlier he was doing it occasionally, but now from past 2 3 days I have noticed he's doing it regularly. So I had some discussions and we had some arguments over it.
Contemplate. Be in
I
silence, you will get the answer. Go in silence, talk to SIP and tell SIP, how do I solve it? Be silent, be still. Listen to SIP, will talk to you. You will get the answer.
okay, sir.
But
Thank
be
you.
silent, completely silent in faith and surrender and tell SIP, help me. SIP will help you get the answer.
Okay, thank
Anand
you.
Sharma, thank you. Anand Sharma, I think, have you asked a question before or first time?
First time I am asking the question.
Welcome.
First time I am joining. I joined through Anand Venkatachalam. He referred me. So my question is, first Pranam Gurudev. My
Pranam.
question is, for the spiritual journey, how much physical guru is more necessary? Suppose the person who is anyway connected with beyond the guru, like with a god or divine, even though he can cry for divine, but still because a lot of we say physical guru is needed. So is it how much it that physical presence is needed or physical form is needed if person can go beyond form?
A guru is a life guide. A guru should be able to give you answers. Guru means what? You know, guru means what?
someone who can guide you till the
Gu.
divine.
Gu means darkness, Ru
Tada.
means light.
Yes,
Who can take you from darkness to light?
someone who already on the path,
Correct. Some not on the path. Somebody who is already
or reach the path.
enlightened.
Yes,
So first of all, you need to have, if the guru is no more, not here in the world, how will answer you? Some people say Bhagavad Gita is my guru. How the Bhagavad Gita will answer you?
correct.
So you should be able to ask a guru a question. Even if you have a guru whom you cannot talk to, it's not a guru. A guru is somebody whom you should be able to talk to. Whether once in a day or once a week or once a month. I used to talk to my guru once a month, but I used to ask him 10 questions. I used to get answers. A guru takes you from gu to ru. That is how enlightenment happens. Today, we have changed the logo of Ask AiR. I know how many of you noticed. The logo is now saying Ask AiR and be enlightened. Only Ask AiR is no use. So today, we have changed the logo. Ask AiR and be enlightened. Not just Ask AiR. Up till yesterday, it was Ask AiR. What Ask AiR? Ask AiR, aloo, should I have aloo paratha or paneer paratha? No, aloo paratha, paneer paratha is not enlightenment. Don't ask AiR, aloo paratha, paneer paratha. Ask AiR what can help you get enlightened. So that is the answer. So you need a live guru. Without live guru, I don't think enlightenment is possible. Few days back, somebody came and told me, I want a box which is made in gold. What they did, they want a box in gold. And you know what they took from me a box like this, and they put a poster. I've not showed this to you, all right? They put a poster on the box saying it's a gift for a box of gold. And what they did, remove that. What they did, they put our books in a box and put gold box and gifted it and said, in the top it written, I'm gifting you a box of gold. What is inside that box? Only books, AiR books. Somebody came and he made a box from here and took and went. So now we have made box and kept. Anybody wants box of gold? We have made a new box of gold. So when you gift somebody for 5,000 rupees, you gift a box of gold. How can you get a box of gold? It is more valuable than gold. So this is same thing I'm telling our new friend. I've missed Anand, our new friend, to ask the question today. So Anand Sharma. So Anand Sharma, how can you get gold without guru? The guru only can show you what is gold. You know, if without a guru, you will have carbon, but carbon will be koila. And with guru, that carbon will become diamond. The same carbon, the guru can make from koila to diamond. That is the way to do it. Thank you, Anand Sharma. Please join. This call is every day at 8. Please join. Siba, last question for today. Siba.
Guruji, how can enlightenment lead to eternal happiness? I want to answer that, Guruji.
Vare, badhiya. See, who was asking grace of God and guidance of Guru? See, this is what is the answer. Somebody's picked up the today's topic and going to give the answer. Let me see how much she's in consciousness. Bolo.
We by walking on this path of enlightenment, we try to discriminate. We use our intellect. भेद विज्ञान करना सीखते हैं गुरुजी हम लोग. मतलब try to with the help of intellect discrimination. What are the requirement of body and what is the requirement of soul? So accordingly we work on that path, Guruji. Then secondly, you maintain a disciplined life.
Good.
You try to value time and moment. You try to live in moment. And this is my contemplation कि limited breaths are there for us. तो ये breath हमारे को कौन से direction में where to divert our breaths, that is on us. तो अगर काम करना है, सब्जी कट करना है, या फिर consciousness में रहना है, meditation करना है, it is up to us, Guruji.
Good.
From the last experience, Guruji, एक किस्सा ऐसे हुआ था कि whatever I purchased for my granddaughter, this one doesn't, she has some different ideas about that. So I decided to give her the cash कि तुझे जो अच्छा लगता है तू वो कर. Why I'll waste time in all this faltu matter?
Very good.
एक तो जाओ, waste of time, get those, and again किसी को अच्छा लगता है, नहीं अच्छा लगता है, then again we get सुखी दुखी. तो छोड़ दो ये बातें. तो best thing is that ये लो cash and you go and you purchase that. So and it is true, Guruji. I am so happy, Guruji. हर एक क्वेश्चन का आंसर I get on the Zoom call with an enlightened person, with my guru. I share everything. मुझे कुछ डर नहीं लगता है कौन क्या बोलता है. I don't bother
Very
about
good.
that.
लेकिन आज जो पॉइंट्स आप बोल रहे हैं, आप अपने अपने पॉइंट जोड़ रहे हैं. जो मेरा पॉइंट है वो कुछ
हाँ,
पॉइंट आपने
बोलती हूँ
नहीं
ना.
बोला.
अरे वो बोलती हूँ ना गुरुजी, वो भी तो लिखा है ना मैंने. You stay in सच्चित आनंद. Everything I wrote, Guruji.
बोलो बोलो वो बोलो. सभी को पॉइंट. क्लोजिंग ऑफ द कॉल. टाइम हो गया, जल्दी बोलो. क्या क्या हमने बोला आज?
Pain of the body, misery of the mind, and agony of the ego. All this goes away with the
Very
with
good.
this.
आगे. Very good. आगे बोलो.
Enlightened. We have to live. We have to live everything. किसी का desireless life, Guruji, and go and we see this life as a show. This is a divine, but
Leela. It's a Leela.
It's a Leela, Maya, illusion, circus. We accepted everything. Ki ye aise hai, this world is this.
Okay.
And we totally surrender, Guruji.
Bala, let me conclude. Okay, Bala. So, my dear friends, to close today, enlightenment is that state of eternal happiness. Because in enlightenment, not only you get the prasadam of pleasure, you learn to still the mind and be in peace, and you discover purpose. You transcend the mind and all the miseries. You transcend the ego and all the agony. You reach a state of Satchit Anand. You surrender, you accept, nothing matters. It's okay because it's Maya, it's Leela. And you live in a state of peace, love, and bliss. Therefore, my dear friends, enlightenment is the way to eternal happiness. With folded hands, I will see you tomorrow at 8. Thank you.